Hello and welcome to the Sunflower Show and welcome to Yui 3D Modeling. Hello. Hi. Okay, so where shall I start? Hello, haha, 谢谢大吉. Hello, Honey. Hello, Legion. Hello, Moza. Hello, Black Cat. Inori, An. Hello, 白虎。こんばんは。Hi. 今天我们会开始我们的 3D Modeling in Blender journey. Hello. Okay, so let me start off by introducing a bit on this new show that I'm going to be starting. So this is the Yui 3D Modeling Show. Let me zoom in my logo. So I'm going to be starting a new show, and today's one is going to be Yui 3D Modeling Live. It's going to be separated into two segments. So there's going to be two segments. So one is going to be the live series, which is good for all those who wants to have like live interaction. And then 你们用中文跟我说话，我就会用中文回应；用英文我就会用英文回应。Language wise, I will try to match whichever language you're using. However, the main language I'm going to be using will be in English. Hey. 起立行礼。大家好，学生们好。Hello Nate 安。Hello 春兰。Hello Jefferson。Hello 欣彤 Hello。然后非常高兴 I'm really happy to be able to start this. Today is going to be Yui Satomi 3D Modeling Live first session. So it's going to be an introduction where I'm going to be introducing the type of setup I'm going to be using for my Blender. And then we're going to learn a little bit on the basic controls. So we're going to be making a simple thing. I hope we will be able to finish within 2 hours. Yay! Hello Nabel, it's been a while. Welcome. So yeah, I will also be releasing a more, it's going to be called Yui 3D Modeling. Basically, it's also going to be content, other sort of tutorial, but it's not going to be live. It's going to be different type. So yeah. Hello. Oh, how do I read that? Nano. 台长好。Nano 好。Okay, so 这里就大概介绍了。So this is a little bit of an introduction. 家长 super happy. Hello Zaha. Look, hi. Please be a good student. Okay, everybody downloaded your Blender. Have you all downloaded your Blender? 大家 Blender download 了吗 Okay, let me have a little bit of BGM. Hey, okay. Ooh. Okay, everybody, have you all downloaded your BGM? BGM pula. Have you all downloaded your Blender? I hope you all did. If not, it's going to be a little bit hard to follow along, but the stream will be archived, so you will be able to go back to it later on as well. Okay, what else? Let me think. Yeah. BGM. Alright, maybe I should do a self-introduction for those who are new here. I am Yui. I'm Yui32 Satomi, and I specializes in 3D modeling for 3D printing. Yay! So you see a little 3D printer behind me. So yeah, but I do some 3D modeling for digital usage as well. Like for example, my avatar, even though the rigging is a little bit wonky, but it's still getting fixed. Yeah. So the avatar is made by me as well. So yeah, I will be having a speed 3D modeling videos up as well later on, which will have a little bit of explanation, etc. as well. Actually, I got 2 other shows as well, so do watch out for them as well. Hello Lisa, hello. 好，先来段祷告文，然后再来开始今天内容。对。Let's have our Blender prayer. So let's have Blender, please bless you, urge with your mercy and guidance. And then let's start off. Everybody, open your Blender. We're gonna start it off. Hi, 짜잔. This is the Blender. If I'm not wrong, wait, let me double check. This is Blender 3.1.2, which is the current stable version. So I'm gonna be working on this version. 所以我们会用最新的版本 Blender 3点多少啦 3.3.3.1.2. So this is what you're gonna see when you open up Blender. Not sure if you guys can see it. Let me make it a little bit bigger. But we're gonna be talking about setup first, which is like what sort of setup I normally use first. So for those who are following along, you could follow along as well. If you don't manage, you can always get this video back up and then you can check it out later. Or you could wait for my video content as well. Yay! Okay, 好，为老师打 call 来唱，等一下教厨唱歌，不是，今天是 Blender。So you can see that you can use different type of theme. I like the Blender dark because it doesn't hurt my eyes much, but you could change it. For spacebar, for my case, I'm gonna suggest let's use the search so that it's easy for us to search for stuff because we'll not be doing animation at the start. Or the tool is okay too. Alright, select with left for if you're right-hander like me. If you're left-hander, then use the right. Alright, if you're good, then let's save. Alright, then you come into here. We're going to be using the general, or you could just click on the side. Alright, everybody still okay? I think that should be like pretty okay. I'm going to put this back in. Now I'm going to do a little bit of explanation of the areas in Blender. What I'm going to call all those different type of area. Hey, ちょっと待ってね。3點半飲茶咯，唔係啩？So fast. Everybody, if you guys got like your water and such, you could always drink some water. It's gonna be pretty chill, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about like what sort of setup we're gonna have, etc. So let me put this in. Alright, let's see. Is this good? Okay, not too bad. So I'm gonna be introducing the various section. I don't have my tablet with me, so I'm gonna be writing with my mouse instead. Konbanwa, Ricky. My clothing. Yeah, if you guys want to learn how like rigging and all those, I will be talking about those like way later on though. We're gonna start with the good old modeling. Yeah. How have everybody been? It's been such a rush week, and then yeah, I've got to say I've been rushing here, rushing there, and then somehow it's already Thursday. I thought yesterday was a Tuesday, however it was Wednesday, and here we go, another week is come and gone. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit. So I'm gonna call this area the 3D viewport. That's where everything is mainly gonna be at, so you could check that place out. So that's pretty straightforward. What you see, the objects, they are basically the defaults that would start off. I'm going to teach you how to delete them as well. This is a light and this is a camera. We're not gonna use the default. This area, we're gonna call it the toolbar area, which have the basic tools. Alright, and then next up, we got this area. I'm gonna call it the transform bar. Let's call it the transform or the property. No, this will call it the transform bar. Now it's really a introduction, so yeah. And then top here, it's the layers. So it's whatever objects you have inside the Blender at that particular time, particular point of time. So you could hide things as well with the little eyeball over there. Oop. Okay, let me see. Jiang over here. Not sure if you guys can see it. 有什么问题吗? Do you have any questions? Hello, Tixit. Class has just started. Now it's just an introduction of all of the items. Basically, I'm introducing the interface a little bit. Whoops. I just noticed I had like all those up as well. Gonna remove it. Hey. Okay, so let's go. What else? Alright. This one here is something we're gonna be using often as well. I will come back to it. It's called the X-ray. Ooh, that is really amazing mouse writing I see there. And then this one is basically what type of shading the whole 3D viewport is using. We'll touch on those later. These are some of the shortcuts, but I'm going to be teaching you all some the shortcut keys as well. It would be easier if you have a mouse, so you could use the mouse first click. Oh, I'm going to draw the mouse out. Oh, I just noticed I did not prepare. I forgot to prepare my screencast, so I'm going to be telling you all what I'm pressing at all time. So I'm going to call this the scroll the middle mouse. Wow, that's really ugly writing. Okay. The middle mouse. When I say click it, basically it means click it. And then for the first one, it's going to be, this is the left click or the click one. C-L-I-C-K. And this is click 2 or the right click. We're going to be using that a lot. Okay. So everybody okay? Everybody okay? Are you all so far so good? Ah, very good. So far so good. Okay, so this one's just an introduction. Now we're gonna talk about the setup. Let's go back into Blender. I remember Blender have a plugin to show what key you're pressing at. Yes, that's right. Blender does have a plugin, but because I re-downloaded Blender, all my add-ons are no longer there, so I will need to add it back in. Hi. Okay, now I would like you all to press the edit on the top. Would this be the left side or this one is that the left side or right side for you guys? I think it was over there. Yeah, the top there. You have to press the edit and press preference. You will need to press the preference. Alright, so we got that. Jang. So this is the preference. So you get this little pop-up. We're going to talk a little bit of the setup. Yep. I think one of the fun thing about Blender is that you can have a lot of plugins. But it's going to lag your computer a little bit. Just for the sake of class, I'm going to have everything a little bit bigger. So let's have it at 1.2. A little bit. It's going to be quite big. Should be big and clear now. Yep. Alright, for themes, we don't need it. Viewport, nope. Editing, animation, add-ons. Let me see. Nope. Then go into input. Press on emulate 3 button mouse. You would see over here. This one. Click on it. Switch it on. Alright, next up. Wait. Okay. For those who do not have a number pad, click on the emulate number pad. I strongly encourage you to have a number pad, but if you don't, it's alright. You can always emulate it. Next, we're going into navigation. I think these are fine. No problem. Next is key map. Key map, tap for pie menu and drag these two, click it on. You could click the extra shading pie menu item as well. The rest we don't need it. Alright, for basic add-on, I would say let's add some of the additional add-on which I find really convenient. One is loop. Click on the search, find mesh loop tool, switch that on. It's a great tools. And then another thing we would wanna have is extra mesh or extra object. Add mesh, extra object. This also we shall switch on. Come on. Okay. Alright, we got this. So we get to have a lot more meshes. Yay. Hello. Shin An. Okay, so this is basically my normal setup, but now I will need to go get the screencast key, but I think I will have to install it. Give me a moment. I'm going to switch this off. Give me a moment while I get the screencast key. I should have it. Somewhere. I'm going to introduce you all to some of my favorite add-ons as well. One of it is called Fast Carve. Definitely amazing add-on. There is a lot of like loop tools as well, which are super convenient, and then like a retopo, which is great as well. But we're not gonna be doing it today. We're gonna try. Let me see if this screencast works. Track back, enable. Alright, let's see. Oh nope, this doesn't allow. Okay, let's install another one. I think I have 2 of it. Where is it? Oh no, it doesn't work with this version. I'll have to go look for the later screencast. How have everyone been? Let me see if I can get this to work. Because I think it's gonna be quite hard for you all to follow if I don't have any key that you guys can follow. 2.9. No, this is 3.0. Alright. It should work though. Give me a moment. Where is it? Oh. Where did I downloaded it? Oh, yep. Okay. Okay, got it. Let's see if this works. Oh, it doesn't seem to want to work though. Give me a moment, yeah? Key. Nope. Screen. This is like a part where it was not very well planned. Much apologies for it. Oh, somehow I can't find it though. What is it called? Let me double check. Dun, dun. Why can't I find it? Okay, I'm gonna install a newer version. Alright, got it! Oh, but it doesn't seem to want to switch on though. I have to restart the software for a while. Let me switch it off and switch it back on. Hey, yo! Yoda! Wait! That was a little bit of a huge blunder. Okay, so let's go into the controls once I get the screencast key in. Somehow it doesn't want to come on. So I am trying. Screencast key. Yay! It's on! Yay! Got it! Alright, let's see. Does it work? Okay, now for the... it's got a little bit of a glitch though. Align, center, left. It's not appearing, even though I've switched it on. This one of the is there. Alright, do y'all see it? It's here. Let's get it a little bit bigger. Line thickness, mouse size. Whew, okay, let's go. Around here. Okay. Alright, now can y'all see what's going on in the screen? Yes! Fantastic, we got our screencast key in. Pati. After many tries. That's the thing about the updates. So when it goes, oh, Kitty, welcome. Hello, Hugo, welcome. So yeah, we got all the basic setup on. We got the TreeCast key. Yes, it's here now. Okay, let's start. Yay. Okay, good. Alright, to select in Blender, you click on anything with your left click. As long as you have it with your default, it's gonna click. If you want to rotate, click on your middle mouse button and turn. Or if you do not have a mouse, you could come up to the orbit on the top right corner and you can spin it. And you can also click on the different axes to get the different perspective. Or use the shortcut key number pad 137 for the different angle. 1 for front view, 3 for right view, 7 for top down view. Yes, everybody managed to follow. Selamat malam, Nathan. Hello. So, okay. So, I think everybody just want like the good stuff, right? Okay. So now I'm just gonna explain like the controls like real fast. Actually, do y'all know the control? To zoom in, you can use the middle mouse, and you scroll it forward and backward. For those without a mouse, you could use this. Click on it and drag. You must drag it, if not, nothing will happen. If you want to pan it, press on Shift, middle mouse button, click and drag. So this is like revision for those who've forgotten. If you have a camera, you want to look at what the camera is looking at, you can click on the camera angle or you can see there, or the 0 or numpad button. This is the Autographic. I'm gonna ask you all a question now. Sensei got question for student. Do you all know what Autographic is and perspective? Do you all know what Autographic and perspective is? Okay, Sensei believe there must be somebody who knows. So I believe. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a mini lecture now. Let me get this up, and then let me get a tablet. I can take it. Tidak, Professor. Oh, okay, ini murid yang beresponsif. Very good. Autographic is the top side front view. Yes and no. Ricky, that's a good try. Very close. How to make the mouse cursor appear on screen? Oh, can y'all not see my mouse cursor, is it? Let me see if I can get it on. Capture cursor. Can y'all see the cursor on the screen? Ooh. Not sure. Let me see if I could get it on. Supposedly it's capturing the cursor. That's why I thought you guys can see it. But I'm not too sure. Can y'all see my mouse when I'm on the screen? When I'm selecting things? Or you are talking about the screencast key? Alright. Before we go on to that, I am going into... don't know. Ken, ini aku tengok. Okay, best. Now we're gonna go into... I'm gonna explain what Autographic and perspective is. Murid-murid, please dengar baik-baik ini. Autographic, it's sorta like the front side view, but it's actually looking at the 3D based on measurements. Yes, Sensei writing very ugly. Measurements. So basically, when you look at something, it's based on measurement, while perspective is real life view. This is what you would see if it was in real. So if it's nearer to you, it would be bigger. If it's smaller to you, it would be smaller. So this is like the real view. Okay, murid-murid, sudah faham? So basically, when you use the numpad, the shortcut, number pad 1 or 3 or 7, it will automatically change into Autographic. If you want to swap it back, you can toggle number pad 5. Hai, murid-murid, adakah kamu orang faham? Hello, 小狼，来当你的murid-murid。好啊，好啊，好啊，现在在解释着。Okay, do you understand? So, for example, if I were to press number pad 1 right now, I would go into the front view, which is this view. And then you would see I am watching from the negative y-axis. How do I explain that? A very good question. Alright, next thing that you all need to understand, which is a little bit different. Ini course kira-kira berapa semester credit? I rasa hari ini punya ada, I pun tak pasti. Tak pasti. Tapi ini hari ini memang introduction je. Okay, next we're going to be talking about the axis. So, I think some of you might kalau ada murid-murid yang tahu buat 3D, apakah ini? Apakah 3D? Okay, let's go into like basic. What is 3D? Anybody know? 5 juta ni 2 or 3 sebab pun betul 2-3 point. Can. What is 3D? So 3D is anything with 3 dimensions. 3 dimensi basically. So basically it's an object which you can look from all 3 angles. Then you can rotate it around. So that is what makes things 3D. So it's different from a 2D, which can sort of look very 3D-like, but you can only view it from one angle, like 2 angles basically. Then it will be flat from the side. So that's the difference of it. Okay, murid-murid, ada faham? Ada faham, sangat baik. Murid saya memang pandai. Wow, my students so good. I hope you guys still manage to follow. Alright, next up, I'm going to be talking about the 3 axes. For those who use Maya, you might notice that for... Hello, Ari! Welcome today. 3D adalah 3 huruf D. Memang dia ialah dimensi 1, dimensi 2, dimensi 3. Ada, baik Lijan murid baik. Hello Lisan. Oh, Lisan doing good. Fantastic. So now we're gonna be explaining. I'm gonna be explaining the different axes. Give me a moment here. Okay. I'm gonna use the correct color too. Let me get the correct color. Because if you notice in Blender, you will notice that axis, it have 3 different colors. So for the X, it's red color. Wait, I still need to double check. For the Z, it's blue color. Oh, it goes all the way, yeah? And then green color for the Y. So if you see this 3 color, you know that it is on the different axes. Because these 3 axes are important because we're going to be using it to lock, like for example, you want to move this object, this cube. You want to move it straight over here. Then you want to move it on the x-axis. Then you have to lock it to the x-axis. So I remember that in Maya, they have the y-axis facing upwards, up and down. So that's one of the differences between Maya and Blender from what I know. Alright, so let's go. We're gonna learn how to move stuff first, and then we're gonna learn how to create object in the 3D world. Hello, Xingyong. 谢谢喝水提醒. Everybody remember to drink water. Let's have a short water break for a while. Yay. Oh yeah, saya tahu ni macam accelerometer punya stuff. Oh, ya ke? Apa tu accelerometer? It sounds very high tech. Okay, let's continue. Okay. I'm gonna close this and then let's go back here. You will notice that here there is that little tab here. Okay, so we're gonna learn how to move stuff. First thing I want you all to do is press on your numpad 1, or for those who have already emulated your number pad to your regular number area on the top of your keyboard, you can press the 1 over there as well. And now we're gonna move it. We can go to the toolbar section, press on the move. This is one of the way. And then you will see that even over here, it have the different colors. Yes. And so we're gonna learn how to just move it. Ta-da! This is moving! Alright. Ta-da! So this is pretty simple. You can of course click on the middle part and you can move it everywhere as well. But normally in the 3D space, I try to look at a certain perspective first before I move it, so that I do not move it like very unorderly. It gets a little bit hard to control. Hello, haho. 欢迎. Keyboard too small, no numpad. Understandable. You can always emulate the numpad from the edit. Itu sensor yang kat phone. Oh, macam tu. Memang kalau dengan gerakan ada connection, memang dia macam tu. Okay, so ini move. So if you put your mouse over there, oh, they don't tell you the shortcut. Very good. Okay, I'm going to teach you all the shortcut for this tree. Okay, let me screencast them. Did it screencast? Nope. Alright, I got it. I'm going to tell you all the shortcut for the ones which are mainly used. Ooh. Alright. Okay. Let's go back into here. So I can draw. Okay, so you see that this tool over here. Okay. I don't know why they like to use this is the move, but I like to call it grab, because the shortcut of it is G. Everybody, repeat after me. To move things in Blender, you grab at them and you press G. That's right. So let's go back into Blender. Let's go. Okay, so if you press G and you move it, you'll notice that you can move the object freely. And it has disappeared from my screen because I have no idea where it went. At times like this, do not panic. Press exit or right click on it and it will come back to its original place. So don't worry about it. Okay, so let's say I want to move this cube, but I don't want to look from front view or side view. I want to lock it to one of the axis. Let's say the green axis, which is the Y axis. So I'm going to press G and press Y. Then it's now locked. I cannot move it anywhere other than on top of the Y. So that is fantastic. Yay! Pachi. And then if I want to move it on the X axis, which is the red one, if you don't remember which one, you can always color code it. I can press G, I press X, and it moves on the X axis. Yay! Pachi. I got it right? It's pretty simple. To make it stay where you want it to go, like for example, like on the X axis, just left click on it. That's right, left click. Okay, everybody still with me? Semua orang okay tak? Masih hidup? Hello, Anjun. Yes, free Blender course. I mean, a lot of Blender courses are free, but this one is like really introductory, and if you've got any question, you can ask me right now. Or like in the Discord, we have a PvE official Discord as well. You can ask me over there when I'm free. I will definitely answer. Sometimes, you know, I can get very busy. 你来看 Yui 了，谢谢。 Wait, let me throw the Discord link into the chat as well. Ooh. Aku okay, masih cuba buat digest. Baik. Tak apa. Ini memang perlu sikit masa. Dia banyak informasi. Memang kelas pertama tu memang paling susah. I feel like for Blender, once you get through the first part, it's pretty okay. So we're gonna go on to the next one. Woo! Next one, very simple, rotate. So basically you can turn your objects. Well, I mean, that's the charm of 3D, right? But when you turn, you want to be super careful that you can still control your object because, well, in this case, it's still controllable, so it's still okay. But once you turn it, it's a little bit more tricky for you to how to say, work on it later on in edit mode, which I'm gonna be talking about like today as well, but real fast. Okay, so that's how you rotate. And now we're gonna go into shortcut time. 偷偷来不用偷偷啦，光明正大就好。不用偷偷，不用偷偷，这真是来分享给大家。Okay, next up, this is rotate. Rotate, you don't need to remember anything. When you rotate, you just press R. Jajang! So that's pretty simple. Untuk rotasi, click R untuk rotasi. When you want to move it, remember to grab it, press G. When you want to rotate it, you just rotate it. You press R. Very good, right? So let's say I press R. So it rotates. Let's say I want to rotate like very specific on top of the X axis. Then I just press X and I locked it on. Okay, I'm gonna how to say, there's a way to undo all of your things as long as you did not apply them yet. You can press an alternate and rotation doesn't allow me though. Alternate rotate, yeah, it doesn't allow me. I'm gonna just manually do it here. Normally if you alternate and then you press on it, it will allow you to go back to the original state. So for better illustration, I'm gonna do it one more time. Let's say I rotate on the x-axis, the y-axis, the z-axis. That is pretty fun. And you can also give it the angle you want. You can key in the number. I use number pad because it was nearer, but you can use any numerical buttons on your computer. Then it turned exactly 45 degrees on the, what axis was I on? I forgot. Yeah, on the Z axis. Jajang! Magic! Macam gyroscope, ada sikit. Hello, Kamino DJ! Welcome! 今天我们一起来学 Blender です。今天是 Blender 的 introduction. Yay! Okay, so I rasa untuk 3D memang banyak benda yang overlap kan? Because everything that we see in life that is created in, you can touch, is solid, is all in 3D. It needs to be in 3D for you to be able to touch it. So this is the fun part of it. 你在学习还是玩？我在一边学习一边玩。要快乐的学嘛，这种比较干燥的东西，我觉得。Okay, next up, we're gonna go into scale. Scale is, you could scale it. When you look at here, you could scale it to a certain angle or a certain plane. Ooh, but this one, because I rotated it, let's unrotate it, a bit easier to see. You could scale it on the different axes. You could scale it in as a whole, like 整体加大。那不整体加大给我啊？不整体加大 yeah, got it. You can scale it on different area. That means you can warp them. Then 你可以把它弄成各式各样的形状。If you press N, you will have this other bar that comes up. This is actually the transform, the properties bar. I'm gonna call it the properties bar. So you will see the scale have already changed. Actually, it's the same for when you move things. You will see that it will change in the properties bar. Which also means, oops, accidental delete. Which also means that you can get it back to the original position if you wanted to. But this only happens when you are in the object mode. I'm not sure if you guys get it, but I'm gonna just let you know. Alright, next shortcut key before we move on. Hello 阿英，欢迎来到今天的 Blender course。这是 Yui 3D modeling. This is skill. Skill also is very good. It's same S. So let's sing a song together. 好，我们要一起唱歌了。现在大家准备好了吗？好，我们会用2只老虎的配音，还是 Happy Birthday 嘞，都不错。好 ，If you wanna move in Blender, grab it nice. No, different song already. And then you press G. If you want to rotate in Blender, you press R. If you wanna scale it big and small and really wanna see it fall, I'm not sure. You can press the S. Okay, remember? Very good. Everybody's so smart. That was extremely interesting. Okay. Okay, before I move on back to the Blender screen. Happy birthday in Cantonese. Tak boleh. Happy birthday in Cantonese. Blender. What app am I using? Alright, for those who just came in, maybe a little bit lost, let me throw the Blender app. Ooh, I see gentleman. Oh, hello. Wait, what app am I using? I'm using Blender. Let me throw it. For those who are new here and have not yet downloaded Blender and would like to follow along, let me throw the Blender download link to you guys. I'll put it in the chat over here. 对，这是 Blender. It's not the blending machine, but it's the Blender. So yeah, now you remember GRS. That's how I remember it, sorta. 工作类似 Okay, I forgot how to sing. Yay! Wah, Yui rasa benar jadi cikgu tadi kata. Okay, it's been a while. Yes, it's been a long while, and I wanted to do Blender related things, but I haven't really gotten the time. And now I've got a new show just for Blender. Yay! So okay, we got this away. So let's start. I think we could start adding in things. Alright, before anything, let's delete everything. I'm going to teach you how to select everything. Normally in Windows, when you select something, you press Ctrl A, but for Blender, you just press A. And then we're going to just delete it. Press X or delete, and then you can delete it. Bye-bye, sayonara, nothing left. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to add in a cube. One way is you can go to the add button over here, press on the mesh, and then we can add in a cube. Once you add in that cube, you can put in the measurement. Let's say you just want it to be 50 centimeter, you could do that. Guess what? Blender is a smart software. It knows metric, so you could put in different metric. What do you call it? Denomination? Is it called denomination? I'm not too sure. Saya mau ice blender. Hello Sushia. Hello. Welcome. Today we're doing Blender. So everybody know how to add stuff now? Yes? Okay, very good. Semua murid baik sangat hari ni. Okay, next. You can also do maths in the boxes. Yes, you can do math in the boxes as well. It's super smart. It's like Excel but smarter. Maybe not as smart. Yeah. Ini ada maths juga ke? Macam coding. Ya, you boleh buat math dalam sana. Ya, you boleh tambah 10 times 4 divide 5. Boleh. Memang Blender ni software yang sangat smart. Okay, so semua orang sudah ada objek? Okay, semua okay? Okay kan? Okay, right? Everybody who knows now how to add an object, say I. Press I in the comment section. If not, I'm gonna feel very stressed, and I don't know if you guys know it. If not, I'm gonna just move on. Then I'm joking. Alright, before I move on, I'm gonna teach you all the shortcut to add mesh. I think this is super important and very convenient as well. So when you add stuff in Blender, add mesh or anything, actually, you press Shift A. These are some of the more common shortcuts. I'm not going to be talking about those which are like Also very convenient, but might not be as used as often unless they're like regularly used. Yay, Legend! Good job! Give you a high 10. Come, high 10. Hey! Good job. Oh, boleh. I'm not sure. Or I. No, it's I. Yeah, Gentle Bear. But Gentle Bear, your blender is really good, I remember. But yeah, high 10 for you too. High 10. Yay! Aku kira mesti buat itu. Oh. Tak. Dalam Blender memang boleh buat matematik. Kalau macam you nak 1 tambah 2, 3 tambah 4, degree pun boleh. You boleh bagi calculation. Dia memang faham. Tapi perlu pada masa yang betul lah. Okay, everybody good ya? Good ya? Okay, next. Okay. And now, let's... Wait give me a moment. Somehow it's got some weird thing in my PC. Okay. What shall we do now? Okay, now I'm gonna start creating a simple house, and then you guys can watch first, and then you can try to make something similar. I'm gonna use whatever you just learned just now. So it's that tree. I am gonna put it as a image. Nah, you guys remember, right? Remember the shortcuts, right? So I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna make it a floor. So I'm gonna scale it to the Z-axis, so it's flattened. Now I'm gonna make a little house. Okay, I'm gonna show you a description of the house I'm gonna make. Okay, let me draw my house. Okay, shortcut should be okay, alright? Okay, then bye-bye lah. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a little house. Only using object mode. We're not gonna go into anything else first. So this is gonna be pretty simple. Yeah, this will do. A house, and then we're gonna have a door. Then we have this, and then maybe we can have a little sunflower at the side. Oh, sunflower is gonna be a bit hard to do because of the petals, but we could do it, right? You guys are good, right? So we're gonna have a sunflower tree at the side. Maybe 2 windows. Feel like 1 window not balanced a little bit. Getting on my nerve. And then you can add in anything like a chimney. But I'm gonna do just like this. This is what I'm gonna make. Alright, very good. Okay, I feel like high sendiri je. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. So I'm gonna make this. Oops, wrong thing. Oopsie. I tertarik benda salah. Okay, I'm gonna put this. So let's make a little house using the basic shapes and moving, grabbing, and adding objects. Where should I put you? You'll be beside me. Okay, good. Tapi tak wajib kan? Mungkin mesti buat juga supaya nampak bagus. Pun tak pasti. Memang tak begitu faham Nathan. 你的 try 很绕口，很巧实。你 marigold house, bukan ini house sunflower saya. So saya punya lantai sudah. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit more flatter. Now I'm gonna use Shift A, and I'm gonna add a mesh, a cube, another cube. You will see there's a little pop-up on the bottom left. You can make it smaller. Alright, then I'm gonna press G. I'm gonna grab it. But it's okay to have overlap, so don't worry about it. Nah, looks good. Got my little house now. And then next up, Shift A, mesh. This time I'm gonna have a cone. I'm gonna have a cone roof. You could change the amount of verticals they have for the side, the corners as well, if you want to. It's up to you. And then you could scale it down, you could make it shorter. That's all up to you. And then I'm gonna S to scale it. And I'm gonna bring it up here. Jang. Jang. Okay, let's see. Scale. Go. Alright, this is looking good. Look, my house is coming alive. I know it's still a little bit blocky without details, but this is for practice sake. Okay? Alright, next up, we're gonna make the door. I rasa nak besar sikit. I'm gonna make it bigger. This time scaling it to the plane, the XY plane. That's why I did a Shift Z. For those who manage to follow, it's okay. If you don't, it's fine as well. Okay, I'm gonna put another cube in. This is for my door. Just scale it. Ta-da! Simple. Okay. I'm pressing a good amount of buttons. You press 3 to see side view, and then you bring it up to the front. Front view, side view. Maybe the door is a little bit to the front. Too front. Okay, now. It's okay to overlap, so don't worry too much about it. Do you all know how to copy and paste? Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. That works in Blender as well, but Blender have one more shortcut, which is Shift-D. Don't worry too much about this. Okay, got it. This is just because I'm lazy. Lazy to do it any other way. I'm gonna do this. Shift-D, and press X, and I will just drag it over. Yay! We got the house looking good. It's all in gray because it doesn't have texture on it. And let's have some background music. Yay. Okay, now we're gonna do the tree. I mean the flower. Hello Otis! 谢谢, 会加油的, Macam miniature rumah yang aku buat di sekolah dulu. Ini memang inspirasi lukisan budak-budak. Okay, next we're gonna have a cylinder. You would see that there's a whole choice of meshes you could add in, and then you could scale it over here, or you could, well, depends where you want to scale it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go into front view. For any of your shortcut to work, you will have to press it while you are, accidentally pressed. What you saw there was that it went into X-ray mode. Well, not X-ray mode. It went into wireframe mode, which is shortcut with Z. So if you accidentally press it, don't worry. If you guys are stuck anywhere, can let me know, okay? I will try to assist you, or you could PM me in the Discord, in the Blender 写教, the 3D modeling, in the Discord as well. Alright, let's continue with the flower creation. Flower creation might be a little bit more complicated, but it's not that hard. What you need to do is you need a UV sphere, and then we are gonna scale it down. Because we're not gonna use edit mode yet, for those who already know what edit mode is, we're not using edit mode yet. We're just using object mode just to create the base shape. So I'm just using scale and move and rotate. Jajang! So we got the mid of the sunflower now. I feel like it might be in general too big, so I'm gonna scale them down. You can select more than one item by holding the shift, like holding down the shift, or the control. That works too. Control doesn't work. Oh, only shift. Control doesn't work. Sometimes it does. That's weird. Okay. Alright, got it. So I got my little sunflower midpoint. And now I'm gonna start doing the petals, which is also pretty simple. Everybody is still alive? Are you guys still alive? Hello, konbanwa, Ashriel. Welcome to today's what do you call it? Today's Yui 3D modeling session. First session ever. So yeah, let's continue. Next up, we're gonna create one more UV sphere. And this time, I'm gonna just make it a lot smaller straight. And then we're gonna try to make it like a petal. 对，我的太阳花是非常大的。Okay, I'm gonna make it a lot smaller as well. Alright, now I'm gonna go into side view, which is a tree. Then we're gonna flatten it from the side first. And I'm going back to the front view. Now to create a petal, I will need to scale it down from the Z as well. So jang, we got our petal. But now we will have to duplicate it and turn it around here. So I'm gonna, how shall I teach you guys this? Okay, so you would notice that I did not introduce cursor to you all. So now I'm gonna introduce cursor to you all, but don't get confused by it. It can be a little bit confusing. Alright, we're gonna click on the cursor. We're gonna press over here. We're gonna click over here because we could use the cursor as our midpoint to duplicate and rotate. So this time we're gonna go around the cursor. Of course, you could snap it over there and all, but we're not gonna confuse everybody. And then next, we're gonna go up to transform pivot point. We're gonna change from current median point to 3D cursor. Alright, good. Now we're gonna copy and paste this. You could Shift D or Control C, Control V. So I'm gonna just do a Shift D and I'm gonna click and I'm gonna rotate it. Dang. Do you see it? Do you see it? That was magic, by the way. Then we're gonna rotate it. Dang. Ta-da! So if we want to make it faster, we can have more than one. Dang. Okay, let's have more. Then Control Shift D, R. That's what I press. Oops, a little bit too much. Here there's an overlap. We're gonna delete it with the X. Ta-da! And then now you can adjust the shape of it. Like for example, if you feel this is a little bit too thick to the middle stalk, we could scale it down. And then move it to the back a bit. Jiang. Still a little bit too big. Let's scale down some more. Because right now it's still scaling based on the 3D cursor, so you might want to change it back to median point for easier. To make your life a little bit more easy. Everybody still okay? Are you all still alive? But I feel I went a little bit fast, but it should be okay with recording. If you get stuck, you can either ask me straight or you can go back to the video and go back to the back part. Like 你可以翻回去看看, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna go to 3, then we're gonna move it nicely. Oh, now the stalk is too small, right? I don't like this stalk. It's gonna scale up. Scale up, scale up. Okay, I want it like this. But this time, instead of scaling it, I'm gonna make it flatter from the side. Okay, I want a thick stalk. Yeah! Yay! Got a fantastically nice sunflower that is as big as my house. That's right. My sunflower is as big as the house. I feel like bringing it higher. We could move it up. Maybe around here. Then I could scale this. Dang. Then we move it up. Ta-da! That works too. Now let's have the leaves. Is everybody still with me? Are you guys still alive? Oh, what does Yui stand for? Still alive. Great. Great job. Great job, Chunlan. Masih cari faham, tak apa. What is Yui? Yui ialah untuk Yui tu apa yang panjang? I don't know, man. That's a good question there. New thing learned. 知道了，没事，启用安安。It's cool. Macam mutant sunflower. Ini mutant sunflower besar. Big sunflower. Nanti Yui punya long form itu panggil apa? Saya tahu Yui unwrap, tapi apakah itu Yui? What is Yui? What is Yui? I don't know. What is Yui? Do we even have a different name for it? Yui texture. Electronic ultraviolet? No. It's not ultraviolet. Wait. It doesn't tell you. What is UV? I would think UV is the texture of a 3D object, so it's the skin of the 3D object. Yui sunflower. Yes, Yui sunflower will have Yui house will have big sunflower and big leaf. I'm gonna make the leaf a bit harder to make though. So we're gonna make a nice leaf. What shape shall we go? Because we had extra objects, so we should have extra objects to choose from. But I don't have any leaf now, do I? How should I do this? I cannot do the leaf, the perfect leaf. My perfect leaf. Never mind. We just go with a UV sphere. That works. And then it's gonna be a really flat and really straight leaf. So all I'm doing right now is I am warping them using scale. So this is one of I guess you could call it a really easy way to do 3D in a way. Well, I wouldn't call it the best way because there are better ways as well. But for learning the fundamental, I feel this is so important. Yeah, oh, disaster. Disaster ring. This is what happened when you rotate from one side, you thought it was good, and then you turn to the other side, it's like, oops. Oopsie. Oopsie, nya. Hey, it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. It's the wrong direction. Hello, leaf. I'm just rotating, scaling, rotating, scaling, rotating, scaling, moving, rotating, scaling, moving. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. Yeah, we got a super big leaf. Yeah, it looks like a skateboard, by the way. Anybody knows how to skate? I don't know how to skate, that's for sure. Alright, we got our incredibly large leaf. Of course, we could do more of it. Alright, everybody okay? I want to see your print screen. Okay. No, I'm joking. Alright, for the 3D cursor, if you want to put it back in the middle, easiest way to not confuse y'all. How is it? Is there any way that is easier than the way I know? Let me think. Okay, there are two ways, but I'm gonna just teach you one way. When you are in doubt, just press Shift C. When in doubt, press Shift C. Okay, I'm gonna complete my song now. Yes, when in doubt, press Shift C. It will recentralize your screen and it will also bring your 3D cursor back to the middle. Yay! Setengah sunflower, setengah manusia. The big sunflower, big windmill in Teletubbies. My god, so much progress. Hello, Minoru. Yeah, this is good progress, right? So, okay, I'm gonna go back to the shortcut. Okay, I'm gonna write here to recentralize. I'm gonna call it recentralize. I'm not sure what it's called. You can press Shift C. This is one of my favorite shortcut in Blender. So, ta-da! These are like the basic of the basic. So we're gonna continue singing the Blender song. So let me. Okay. Okay, Blender song. Start. We're gonna use If You're Happy and You Know It as our background music. Yeah. If you wanna move it, grab it, press G. If you wanna rotate in Blender, press R. If you wanna scale in Blender, just press S. And you will find it. If you wanna add mesh, then press Shift A. If you wanna centralize, press Shift C. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about the song. I'm gonna have to think about it, but yeah, you get the point. You get the point, right? I push my point across. Control C, Control V. Yes, you can use Control C and Control V in Blender as well. But there is another shortcut. Okay, Control C plus. Okay, we should have a bracket there. Control V. You could shortcut this shortcut into Shift D. This is the shortcut of the shortcut. Wow, shortcutception. And Shift D is actually Control C, Control R, Control V. Even I couldn't read what I was writing. Okay, let's put it. Control V plus G. Oh wait, that's such a bad writing. Alright, press G. It becomes Shift D. Jajang! So that's like a shortcut of a shortcut. Oh. But you could use Control C, Control V as well. That works as well. No problem. And just for the sake of it, we're gonna have another shortcut, which is delete. Is also equivalent to X. So if you wanna X anything in Blender, as long as you are in the 3D viewport, you can X it. Give it the X. You X, then it delete. Aha! Learn something, everybody. G for grab, R for rotate, S for scale. That's right. Alternate F4 will just close everything. Fantastic shortcut as well. When your Blender crash, you can press alternate F4 and you cry. Oh, I forgot. Next time I need to tell you all how to create the save point as well. That is also very important. Shortcut section. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, sorry like that. Hey, oh my gosh, been an hour and you guys now know how to do grab, know how to rotate, know how to scale. Know how to copy and paste, very important, copy paste. Know how to create things from nothing. Wow. Know how to make everything recentralized. So, and you know how to delete everything as well as close everything. Yes, very good, very good. Sensei is proud of you all. Now we shall have a short water break. Let's have a 5-minute break. Woo! Learning IT with you. Yeah, let's have a short break first. Forget getting into uni just to learn from. No, getting into uni is pretty good as well, but it depends what you want to learn. So, let's drink some water. Let's have some finger exercise. We've been sitting around, playing with our phone, playing with our PC. So let's have some exercise. Yeah, exercise. Grab need app. Grab have app. What are you talking about? Sudah end class. Bukan. Sekarang break time. Ada assignment kah Professor? Sekarang belum decide. Tengok progress semua orang. Kalau kamu orang okay, tak payah homework. Kalau tak okay, memang perlu homework. Kan? Betul kan? Itu Professor betul kan? 我一脸很 confused 的微笑听着玉玉讲课，不好意思。Hello Fish， 不好意思，这真的是来给初学者，如果有什么不会的话可以告诉我。Please no homework. Okay, no homework it is. Haha. Hello Snow Wolfus. Hiya. Thank you. I'll do my best. Alright, for setup is pretty much done, and then yeah. Okay. So during break, I am not sure if anybody noticed it, but Yui's modeling have a sponsor desu. So I'm gonna go into advertisement time right now. Cha-chang! Do you want to draw art like this? Do you want to draw art like this? Or do you want to draw art like this? Guess what? You can go to Extrude Academy for Malaysian, and then if you're interested in studying the 2D and creating your own waifu or husband, though, this is the place to go. And that was a shameless advertisement from Yui to you guys. Yes, Extrude will be providing 3D cars as well, so you guys can go check them out. Okay, that was it for the shameless advertisement. Oh my god. You saw that as well. Bukan, itu class offline. They have offline class. I think they have online as well. You need to check with them. Itu di Doa Academy. Bukan, ini ialah Extrude. Sekolah lain. I'm gonna put it here. The link is in the comment. I'm gonna just pin it right there. Pin. So yeah, so if you're interested, you can check them out as well. While I drink some water. Yeah. During Nijikan Expo, I saw that next to you guys. Yeah, that's right. You saw us next to them. Oh my god. Oh, seems like nice academy. Actually, it's really good. I would say Shun Papa, which is our artist, is a graduate from Extrude Academy. So you can see from his art, they know their waifu. Am I telling you all that I'm a waifu? Maybe not. Yeah, look at this, amazing. Look at that, amazing. So, but if you're considering for this route for 2D art, it's definitely a good place to go to. Yes, Fish, please say your question. Itu campus ke macam the one? Dia orang pun ada campus, tapi beza sikit dari the one. Hi, if any student have any question, you can raise your hand and let me know now. Sensei is having short break right now. 2D art masih lebih simple. I rasa 2D art dia susah di macam perspektif. Kalau dalam 3D, memang software akan buat untuk you. You buat je yang 3D. You tak perlu susah. Masa fikirkan lighting ni, masa datang sini, dia akan macam mana. Kerana 3D you letak light kat sana lah. Dia cerah, dia boom, dia keluar. Tapi 2D you perlu lukis itu. So, I think 2D you need a lot more theories and a lot more concept in like positioning. You need to be very good at the autonomy. Your every stroke is like beautiful. So 2D is also really tough in my opinion. I'm not good at 2D. I'm like, but 3D I'm can use. 我完全不明白，因为我知道原来如此，那你就要拿来翻看了。之前有解释一些，可是如果你有 Blender， 那你 Blender 打开，然后你还是可以试试看那些 shortcut， 就是 G、S 还有那个 R， 你都是可以做到的。那其他的 setup 真的是 extra 来帮助你们吃的。Yeah, the one macam atas punya tambah mahal. Memang the one memang mahal sikit, tapi I pun tak pasti. Oh no, theory segment. No theory. But for 3D, I think the good thing is because you can a little bit different than crafting. I also like crafting, so that's something I will do. Those things you can touch, but 3D is like you can see all 3 dimensions and you create it. So I feel 2D have its own challenges as well. Yeah, and I'm gonna get my water bottle to drink a sip of water. Kalau lukis kan aku dah ada basicnya. Digital saja aku masih sikit. Oh ni paint je. Oh, painting pun susah. I rasa traditional art memang susah kerana you one stroke memang perlu hit. Kalau tak, there's no undo in traditional art. Art canvas selalu mahal kecuali public punya. Memang juga. Sensei, 学费是多少 ？Fish， 那一个要问他们，我也要去问他们，我不太肯定，现在不肯定，现在要去问Extrude 的 admin 上，现在要问 Extrude admin 上多少才知道，不好意思，要问他们，你可以去 Facebook 找他们讲。耶，OK， 好，也休息得差不多了。Any more question, my dear students? Any more question, Flower members? Flower Circle member? 花花们有什么问题吗？ Adakah masalah apa-apa? Now's the time. Okay, kalau tak ada masalah, saya akan bercontinue. Okay, let's go back. Okay, good. Everything good. So, we're gonna do a refresher for the shortcuts. Macam mana nak coloring kat Blender? Oh, kalau nak coloring kat Blender, ada 2 cara. Satu cara ialah you bagi dia warna, then you bagi dia effect. Satu cara lagi ialah itu UI unwrapping yang tadi itu tulis. You boleh UI unwrap dia, buka, then you boleh warna ke atas. Itu saya akan I will talk about UI unwrapping next time. But today we're gonna talk about modeling, basics of modeling. Okay, everybody. Any other questions? Very good question there. Very good question, Nathan. 学费我给了，别闹。没事。Okay, let's go. So we're gonna come back here. So in Blender, if you wanna move in Blender, grab it well, G. If you wanna rotate, then you press R. If you wanna scale it well, just press S. And then I'm not sure what to say. If you wanna copy paste it, you can press Shift D. Yay. If you wanna add mesh, press Shift A. If you wanna recentralize it, then press Shift C. Yay! Yay! Question juga. Oh, sini ada question dari Jiashen. Masih jauh kot ni sebab belum desainnya. Faham. Boleh I pergi tandas? Tadi you tak pergi. Tadi ialah break time. You kenapa tak pergi tadi? Tapi sekarang kelas sudah nak start. I bagi you lagi 2 minit. 2 minit saya bagi you. Cepat pergi tandas. Yang nak pergi tandas sekarang pergi tandas. Oh my god. Kelas sudah nak start balik tau. Break sudah sampai over. Sorry. So kau ni lo. No. Tadi break time tak keluar. Sekarang you nak pergi. Tapi itu rumah sudah hampir okay. Okay lah, okay. Bagi 2 minit lagi, okay? 开始我等一下 Okay, so today's shortcut I think semua orang sudah okay kan? Then we continue nanti ya. Give me a moment. Alright, so how's everyone's house going along? If you have completed it and you are in the, you are in the Discord, do print screen and show me your house and your sunflower if you manage. 如果有跟到的可以给我看看你们做了什么作品。好，我也表上去了。OK， 好，如果没有什么问题的话，我们就继续了。Let's continue. We're gonna continue today's class. Normally after break, what does the teacher do? I'm actually not too sure. Okay, so we got everything over here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select everything and then we're gonna press M. We're gonna put it in a new folder. We're gonna call this Project 1. And then we're gonna hide it. Okay, now we're gonna do the second thing. Go back to Collection 1. Okay, we're gonna do a second thing. And then we're gonna go from Object Mode. We're gonna talk about Edit Mode this round. Yay! Are you ready for Edit Mode? I don't know. Shift A, Mesh, Cube. Create a cube. I want this cube to be 50 cm. So you can write however you want. You can write 25 cm plus 25 cm, whichever. It will understand. So everybody good? Everybody good? Very good. Murid-murid sensei memang pandai. Betul kan? Pandai kan? 我可以私底下跟 Yui 拿课程吗？不需要吧，直接拿 video 来翻就好了。Rumah aku jelek. Tak apa, saya agak curious apa semua orang. Wait, I didn't say dismiss. Jangan. Cikgu, ada orang penting kelas. Murid buruk ini murid nakal. Nanti tak belajar baik-baik, nanti ibu bapa you sedih tau. Dia nangis. Yui 有问题可以再看重播，对，看30次就没问题了，对，没有错。而且之后我会做一个缩短版的浓缩版，所以大家不用担心。I will also be doing a more condensed version of the tutorial later on with Yui 3D modeling. So don't worry about it. This is the live one. So the live version is going to be a little bit more, I guess playful, a little bit more playful. So you guys can interact with me more. Like, what would you like me to model next? But next time, today is tutorial first. Tutorial. You termute lah. You tak ada. I tak mute pun. Murid nakal nak kena pukul ni. Piak. Tak lah, ambil rotan. I perlu rotan tau. Tapi sekarang murid tak boleh rotan dah tau. Jashan, pergi berdiri kat itu dinding. Because stand beside the wall. No lah, normally stand at the corridor kan. 那逃课就是我花猴被抓到了逃课。Belah satu sebab dia tipu. Cikgu, saya telah pulang dari tandas ke kayangan yang jauh. Maaf lambat, saya tak merayap. Saya percaya kamu, Minoru. Saya percaya kamu. Oh my gosh, kamu merayap ke mana ni? Okay, so now, back to class. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the the edit mode. So there's two ways to go in there. One is you come over here, you click on it, you press the edit mode, ta-da! Or you can just press tab. It will toggle between edit mode and object mode. Alright, let's go into edit mode. You will notice that dia ada cerah-cerah. Ada kan? Okay, sini I ada explanation perlu buat. Eksplanasi. Okay. Sebelum kami berstart, I perlu buat explanation sikit. Okay, boleh nampak kan? Boleh, very good. Murid terbaik. Okay, semua boleh nampak kan? Boleh. Okay, terlalu besar saya sini. Okay, zoom out sikit. Sekarang? Masih besar. Sekarang? Okay, sekarang best. Okay, you akan nampak murid-murid, you akan nampak di tepi, I guna warna biru lah. Okay, kat sini, ini dia akan ada pilihan. Tiga-tiganya benda beza. You tengok sini akan cerah kerana dia sudah selected. When it's selected, it will be bright like this, bright orange. So it's selected. So this is, ini panggil lah dot. I tak tahu Melayu panggil apa. So I panggil dia dot. Dalam English called vertex. Dalam Cina called 丁点. I don't know how to write. So I'm gonna write spelling. 丁点. Okay, very good. Semua orang faham? Baik. Ini ialah tepi. Ataupun, oh shit, I suddenly forgot H. Kalau bahasa Mandarin ialah pian. Do I know how to write pian? Okay, never mind. Pian. Okay? Baik. Sini ialah apa dah? Muka. Tahu tak? Macam muka you tapi muka dia. So dia tempat yang ni. You select yang tu. Ini ialah 3 jenis selection masa dalam edit mode. Tadi tak boleh select, sekarang boleh. Muka atau bahasa English ini panggil face. Memang macam Facebook tapi tak ada book. Ataupun dalam bahasa Cina ialah mian. Do I know how to write mian? Yes, I know how to write mian. Finally a word I know. Okay, so ada faham tak? Masa you select yang beza, you akan select yang beza. Macam sekarang you boleh tengok dia ada dot-dot kan. Ini dot-dot you boleh select. Boleh cuba select kan. Okay, let's go. Ada faham tak murid-murid? Do everybody understand? 今天老师要抓学生的。逃学成龙。なるほど、titik. Atau panggil titik ke muka buku? Bukan, itu muka. So let's go. Boleh faham. Best. So when you select, it's automatically default. Dia ialah select box. So you boleh box select. You boleh select. Ada nampak kan? Tadi we learn how to use G, R and S. You can use G, R and S inside edit mode as well. So let's say I press G, I boleh gerak. Ada nampak? Kalau saya lock dia di X, dia boleh gerak di X. Macam ni. Dia jadi kotak yang kemek. Ada faham? Ada faham. Sikit-sikit saya faham tetapi saya tak tahu cikgu. Itu sangat susah. 有点复杂. Yes, ma'am. Very good. Very good, Hypernoah. 逃学围龙周星驰的电影原来如此. Okay, so this is how you move and change the shape of your object. So let's say lah, saya undo sekarang. Saya nak kotak ni jadi kotak lain. Saya nak dia jadi piramid. I boleh tekan ini 4. Ataupun saya boleh datang sini, ambil itu muka. I can choose the face selection. And then I press the face over here. And I can scale it down. Down. Then I get a pyramid. Which you wouldn't have been able to get. Okay lah, you could get it but in a different shape from the base mesh. So this is how you would adjust your base mesh. Let's say I want this to be bigger. Let's say I press numpad 1. I grab it. I press Z. I can change its shape now. Ta-da! So this is the edit mode, the power of edit mode. And you akan nampak, you will notice these familiar faces. Do you still remember move? You still remember rotate? You still remember scale? You still remember transform? Transform basically is all three in one place. So this is exactly the same in object, but it have a lot more function that you can do as well, which we will be talking about as well. Everybody still okay? Good. Blender ada bahasa lain juga selain English. Ada. You nak Blender dalam bahasa Cina boleh. You nak Blender bahasa Melayu pun ada. Tapi I ni I already got used to English. So if I use other language, I might not be able to find what I need. So yeah. You boleh cari di dalam interface. I tunjukkan ya. For those who would like to use Blender in a different language, you can check out the interface. Over here, interface, you will see translation. And then you can check what language is available. Let me see if Malay is there though. There's Indonesian, but it's still starting. It might not be as complete yet. But you can see there's a huge selection of language you can use. But I'm using English, so just letting you all know. Alright, since we are over here, since kami kat sini, let me show you guys something really cool. You can choose, go to system. You can choose how many undo steps you would like to have. This will depends on your RAM of your computer. I'm gonna just have 50 because I like to undo. And then I'm gonna go to save and load. I'm gonna check. Yeah, right. There's an auto save as well. And mine is at 2 minutes, it will save once. So I think that's alright. And I'm going to go to file path. And then for the temporary file, please open a folder for it so that you can keep, so that Blender knows, what do you call it? I'm going to call this emergency. So when your screen become blue, it still will have, it will still have a backup copy because of the autosave. Oh, I already have an autosave, so I'm going to just use back that. Okay. Then once you're done, you don't need to save anything because it have an autosave as well, and then you just close it. Yay? Murid-murid ada faham? Oh, dah terbiasa sebab aku punya phone dan PC semua guna Indo. Pun boleh. Boleh guna Indo. Does it take more processing power if you use more shape to get a smoother round face? Yes, the more face you have, the more processing power it will use. But there is a way around it that I'm going to be talking about. You can use the modifier to help decrease the amount of work Blender needs to do. But the modifier itself takes up quite amount of processing power, so you also need to use it carefully because once you want to change it, when you have a modifier, it's sort of like you using all the effects in Photoshop, and then later on when you want to change it, it becomes really laggy. So it's same. Hello Max, welcome. Oh, so that's how to change the undo stuff. I lost my progress because of that. Yes, this is super important, so you want to change it. The default of Blender 3.0 above 2.8, actually Blender is currently in metrics in meters. So normally I would change it to millimeters, but I'll teach you guys. Actually I could just show you all how to do it, but you have to change it every single time. And there are some tricks during export as well, especially if you want to use it for 3D printing. Yep. Let me have a sip of water. I choked. Sensei choked. Alright. Yay. Alright, everybody good? So now we're gonna talk about how to change the shape. Yeah, check. What shall we make today? I think it's always fun to have like a concept. We can make a little robot out of this. Okay, so now it's shortcut time. Okay lah. I'm not gonna make it hard for you guys. Let's go through some of the functions at the side toolbar here. So we're going to talk about extrude. So extrude, pretty straightforward. You should select the face you want. You have to select, it doesn't need to be a face. It could be a vertex, an edge. But if you select a face, you can drag it up. Ta-da! So that's what extrude does. Extrude shortcut. Yeah, I know, there's a lot of shortcuts. So the shortcut for extrude is E. So if you press E, works the same. It will automatically default towards the direction the face is facing, unless you're extruding a vertex, a vertice. But in this case, it also locked towards a direction. Ta-da! Can see, right? Okay? Okay, very good. But for extrude, when you press E, you want to be really careful, because the moment you press E, even if you press right click, it does have an extra vertex that's going to be created. So you have to remove that. So you can either undo, or you could merge it, which we are not going to talk about today. Alright, everybody? Hello, Nikki! Welcome! Yeah, today I have hand tracking as well to make the whole thing more expressive. Alright, transformer. Yeah, we're gonna do a robot. Okay, so you guys know how to do extrude, right? You would notice that the more dots and more sides or face that we have, the more control we would have of the object. So depends what we want to do. Okay, so now next one we're gonna talk about after extrude. Extrude, there's a few types, you can try it out. We'll talk about inset next time, bevel next time. We're gonna talk about loop cut. Loop cut is super fun. Basically, it creates an extra loop. Shortcut is Control R. So I'm gonna write that down. Okay, let me go back in and write it down. Alright. So we had extrude. Extrude, that means tarik keluar. I don't know if it's called that. Okay, so we got extrude first, which is E, shortcut. And then there is loop cut, which is Control R. Okay, so far so good everybody. Murid-murid ada faham? Ada, baik. Helping you guys answer. Okay, so basically you'll be thinking like if you do loop cut via Control R, good thing is you could have more than one. Well, I don't really use this type of loop cut. I normally just use Control R, so a little bit trickier for me. Vector, let's go back to 0. Alright. You see it will loop through the whole thing. Then let's say we have more loops. I normally just keep myself in the select box, and then everything else I would just shortcut. Yang. Oops, I accidentally triangulated the faces, but don't worry, it's not a big problem. You can always join it back. But we'll talk about the shortcut later. Yeah, too many shortcuts already. Alright, let's say I want to do a robot. Let's say. Okay lah, just for today, I'm going to teach you all one of the modifiers. So just make sure you have a cut right in the middle as well from the front view. So numpad 1, have a loop cut right in the middle. Okay, important. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to select one of the surface at the side. We're going to go back to front view. We're going to press E. Then we're going to move it. Everybody still good? Okay. So we're going to have like a nice hand. We could make it a little bit thinner. To select loops, you just need to press double click your left click. That was the changes that one of the changes I made in the preferences just now. Okay? Okay, very good. Everybody still with me, right? Still, right? Wow, we good. Let's say this one. If you want to grab something and then move it on a certain line, we need to sort of be careful that we do not grab like some of the parts. But to select the whole row, including the back, the back doesn't have anything, so we don't need to select it. I'm gonna just move it. Let's see. I'm thinking like, how would I wanna do this? Okay. Let's say I extrude the eye over here. So we're gonna have an eye there. Alright, everybody still with me? Faham kalau shortcutnya. You best. Good job, Legend. Ini pencil or Empire State di New York? Pencil Man. Yeah, this is Pencil Man. No lah, this is Robot Kun. It's not done yet though. Alright, now I'm going to teach you a really cool tool, which is the X-ray. You press on it, everything's going to be semi-transparent. That means you can select the things at the back as well at the same time. So this is really convenient. I'm gonna delete half of the model like this, and I'm thinking whether I want to delete this face off. I'm gonna delete that face off as well. There's a shortcut for this tree. This is 1, 2, 3 for those with numpad. If you don't have a numpad, then it doesn't work. Okay, ta-da! So I got half. Oops, the back is disaster. Okay, we have to do that again. Okay, I get what happened. Because it doesn't have any loop. Okay, so we have to create something. Oh, I know what happened. Just now I accidentally triangulated, so I'm gonna have to fix it a little bit. Give me a moment. Okay, while I'm fixing this, I'm gonna teach you guys something cool as well. Let's say I want these two to join over here. I could use the knife tool, so this one. Or the shortcut is K, and then I can join them together. But it would be easier if I were in vertex mode. And then press enter. Okay, so we got the nice cut. Or you can just use K. And you can cut anywhere you like. Like that. Then you'll have a little cut. But we don't need that. Alright, let's see the bottom. Is it good? No. This is a disaster. This is quite a topology disaster. Okay. For, what do you call it? For edges, you can actually cut it off using Ctrl X, which is the cut tool. But for the rest, you cannot do that, okay? Okay. Very good. Okay, this is what I'm doing is basically fixing it so that it would have a middle cut. Alright, now I can select half of it. Okay, alright, good. Okay, we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna show you what happens. Alright, now go back into object mode via tab. Or you can come up here, go into object mode. We're gonna go into the transform bar, which is on the bottom right. Everybody still with me? Still with me? Empty case. Yeah, empty case, that's right. Alright, you have to go to the bottom right. I'm gonna have a, what do you call it? Let me open one more, which is gonna be bit bigger. You have to come to the bottom right. Now, what I want y'all to do is you see the little wrench. 你看到那一个 plier 在那边，你要按它。然后那边有一个 then there's gonna be modifiers there. We're gonna add a mirror there. Mirror. 这样。Da-da-da-da. It's actually not bad though. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So it creates a mirror for us straight up. Ta-da! Okay, maybe we want to do adjustment. We can go back into edit mode and we can do adjustments. Like maybe here you feel like, I don't like this. I want to change you. Maybe I want to move you over here. Buka satu lubang kat sana. Then if you want to select the other side, we could do that. Oh well, we can't really do that. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little bit of a disaster. If me, I'll probably extrude from here. Then I'll lock it and then I'll clip it. Alright. Might be a bit tricky for you guys at this point though. Alright, everybody okay? So you got that 2-eye hole. Yes? Whew, I think I need a break. Whew, Shenshei a bit tired. Oh wait, I didn't show you guys. Ha 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 ha. Oh my gosh, I did so many stuff lah. Wait, Yui, have you already done the genocide in Undertale? No, I have not. I tried, but it didn't make it. Whoops, I didn't show you guys what happened. Alright, so basically what happened was when you open the mirror, it will automatically mirror to the other side. And then depending on what shape it has, you would be able to remodel the parts. So I did a little bit of moving over here so that it have a nice eye gap over there. And I just noticed that I didn't show you guys. Hehe, hehe, hehe. 好，谢谢 DJ 今天来啊，对，记得喝水。不好意思，有点讲太多话了。OK， 好，慢走，晚安了。It's now 9:42。Okay, let's continue. Oh, I'm not sure if anybody managed to follow along, to be honest. 你们跟到吗？今天有什么 feedback 也 let me know. Also, do let me know about today's lesson. Like, if what do you want to see? What would you like to model next time? Can also let me know. Now we're just gonna play around with this. I'm just moving it around. Okay, I would like to have a lake. So, to have a lake, I will need to have an additional loop at the bottom. I'm gonna just loop it. And then I'm gonna press. Alright, just now I mentioned 1 is for front view, side is 3, top down is 7. Okay, wait, before we go into this, I'm gonna revise all of the shortcuts we just mentioned in the edit mode. Okay. Okay, so there was extrude E, loop cut, control R, knife. Okay. Then there was, what else did we use? Extrude, loop cut, knife. Then the rest is the same. 其他都是一样的。Everything else is actually the same. So don't worry too much, okay? Okay, everybody? Okay, very good. 老师记得喝水，对，都一直在喝。我觉得讲太多话了，呵呵呵呵呵。谢谢提醒，谢谢提醒。Knife buat potong K, betul. Masa you potong, you tekan K, then you perlu enter. Lepas you potong. I buat demo sikit. Let me show you a demonstration. Let's say I want to draw a flower over here. But if I draw the loop cut, it's going to take me very long to get the flower shape and it's going to create too much line. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press K. Then I'm going to do my flower. Okay, so this is my hoop. Then I press enter. And then I'm going to continue. Enter. Okay. But this is like a really, what do you call it? Really messy way of 3D modeling. There are other ways as well. Normally for this type of cut, I wouldn't do it like this, but it works when it's a flat plane. And then once you cut it, you can still move it. So you don't need to worry too much. If you press G twice, it will move along the edge. Oh, that was a extra bit. Because I feel like everyone's like a bit, how to say, a bit confused already. It's been a lot of information, especially if you are like first time using Blender, I would imagine. Alright, we got the little shape. I'm gonna just move this a little bit. Alright, let's say I got my little flower shape already. What I could do now is I could select the face selection. And I select all of the relevant faces. Can do an extrude. Ta-da! Then I get a little flower at the side. Ta-da, ta-da. Might not be very obvious though. Let me have a cavity. Yeah. Then you can see. Then maybe in the mid part we want it to be a little bit more. And have it further up. Okay. Ta-da! Then we got a flower. And then because it's mirrored, it goes straight to the other side as well. So that's what you could use the knife for. Ew. Potongnya macam guna pola macam tu. Betul. Thank you, Aying. Thank you for the reminder, guys. Hey, more water. You guys also remember to drink water, okay? Hydrated flower. Alright, let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna continue editing this into a shape I like. Let's say I go to front view, and I go into X-ray mode. For X-ray mode, the shortcut is alternate Z, but it might not work for anybody who's using an NVIDIA graphic card like me. Might not work for you guys. You will have to change the shortcut. I'll show you how to change it soon. Okay, I'm gonna drag this down a little bit. Let's say, ooh, a little bit wonky then. How should I make it shorter? We could do it this way. So what I did was I scaled it and then I moved it. I think doing 3D modeling is more of problem solving. Sometimes. So it depends on like how creative. But my flower got warped. But well, it's okay. I could select the whole thing, warp it the other direction as well. Ta-da! That's not too bad. Alright, now I'm gonna do my leg. So what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna... Actually, just now I asked you guys to switch on loop tool because you can actually use it to flatten things out. But for this case, it is not straightening. Should I relax you? Nope. Alright, we're gonna move it. For the leg. What is a robot without leg? A robot who cannot walk? Alright, let's move forward. And then we're gonna extrude it. So we got a very simple robot design over here. So it really depends how much details. The more vertices, edges, and faces you have, the more detail you can make with it. So it depends how you want to go about it. Hey, let's say I would like to have fingers over here. Fun, right? We can have the loop card. So let's say 4 fingers. We can select all 4 faces over here. Then there's an extra extrude, which is pretty fun. It's called Extrude Individual. We could use this. The good thing about it is everything would have been separated. It will not stick together. So let's say I would like the finger to be a little bit more thin. So we could do that. Extrude further. Yeah. So now I have little hands now. It depends what you want to do. I think one of the fun part about Blender is you have so much control. But because you have so much control, you have to control a lot of things. I think that's like that for any of the 3D modeling software. To select a loop, just double click on the loop direction that you want, and then it will select if you had followed along from the start and did the setting like I did. Hey, ta-da! So this is a happy robot house. This. Okay, let's see. What else do I want to do with you? Looks a bit wonky there. That's actually okay. Let's go back out. Check it out. I see what happened here. Okay. Okay. Good. Goody. So now I'm just fixing it up a little bit so that it's a little bit more neat. Because it's sort of messy right now. Ooh, okay. Never mind. It's fine. We will keep it like that. Right! We've got a nice little robot. Ta-da! Maybe let's have a little mouth as well. Let's have a mouth. Ooh. We gotta extrude outwards. Then we're gonna delete this. Sorry. Alright, we could move it a little bit so that it's happier. It's a happy mouth. Yay, it's a happy robot. How's everybody doing? A cute robot, yeah! Kalau kasih lubang guna knife, boleh juga? Boleh. You boleh potong yang mana you nak buat lubang tu, then you buat extrusion. Then dia akan masuk. Kalau banyak minum air di cuaca dingin, nanti sering kecil pun tak apalah. Baik kan? Minum cukup air. Kalau tak, akan layu. Bunga layu. AMD Radeon R9 boleh run Blender juga kak? I rasa, I pergi check kan. AMD Radeon R9. AMD Radeon R9. I rasa Blender kalau you tak buat sangat complicated memang okay punya. You tak perlu sangat. You don't need to be too worried about it as long as you're not doing something too high poly. So that is sort of like the limitation you need to control. So you boleh cuba sampai berapa computer you boleh support. Then you work within the range. Kalau saya memang buat macam tu. Cute robot. Yeah, it's a cute robot. Yang alah. It looks like the robot is praying a little bit. Okay. Just for today, last 6 minutes, let's give the robot a little bit of color. What do you guys think? Let's give it a bit of basic color. Oh yeah, hanya standard design. Pun okay. Transform a jeng robot in this kind. Okay, jom kami bagi warna sikit. Okay, so when you want to color something, you could use this gonna be like a basic method. So we're not gonna do UV unwrapping, tapi kami akan bagi warna je. Tapi perlu tengok. Okay. Kalau Yui guna Nvidia kah atau Intel? Saya guna Intel. Yui rubah happy betul. Happy happy Okay, contoh mate. We're gonna give it some color. Okay, to see the color, you have to press on the... sudah lag. Sudah lagging. Nanti okay dah. Okay, you perlu tekan D. You have to press viewport shading. So you would see a different view of it. It's pure white right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna assign color to it. So we created a material, then we bagi color. Maybe ini ialah semua dulu. So I want it to be like a metallic blue. So let's maybe a darker one. And then you can choose this, one of the easiest way. You can have it more metallic. So it's like metal. It's a happy metal robot. Bit too bright. Oops, what happened? Okay, got it. Might take a little bit more processor though. Yeah, okay, good. Maybe around 0.8 I will do. And then depends how rough you want the surface to be. Oh, that's very shiny. A bit too much. I think just now it's pretty good. I like it that way. Nice metallic. So you can try with all this, but it might take up a little bit more processor, I would say. So then create another material. Then let's say for the eyes, you have to select the surface. Press the surface you want. This is like the simplest method. So yeah. Okay, new. We're gonna have like black eyes. Let's say. I'm gonna assign. Dang! It's got black eyes now. And then let's say, depends how rough or how metallic you want it to be. Then you boleh adjust. Like super metallic. Ooh. Okay, now for the mulut. Depends how many color you want. But for this method, you need to sort of have it very well arranged. I'm gonna have nice red lips. Happy robot. But this method, you can't really color or paint on it, which is like the meh part about it. But it is the easiest way, I would say. Okay, bagi warna lain. I'm gonna have my sunflower color. Yay. Maybe around here. Assign. Ooh, too orangey. Maybe a bit like that. Okay. And then let's make it a little bit more rough, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about the lines, because when you see it outside, it will not have all those lines. Don't need to worry too much. And then depends how hardworking you are. I'm gonna just paint the top part. Aside. Yellow. Maybe more roughness. Yeah! Ta-da! Happy robot! Oh my gosh. The only thing I can think about is like really meh words, so I'm not gonna say anything. Yay! This is the happy robot. And then if you want to render it, you will need a camera, but I don't have one. You can switch off the overlay, and then you could print screen it. Yay! So that is pretty much for today. Otsukare minna. I hope you all managed to learn something from today's stream. Yay! Pachi. Ah? Hello, Scarlett. So today is pretty much done. Padahal ini basic tapi masih lagi. Tapi I rasa kerana tadi saya tak guna warna dan saya banyak benda buka, so memang sikit BMO pencil. Tapi tak ada LCD. Ini bukan pencil, tapi buat pencil pun boleh oh. 容易的小鱼 robot 完成了耶，非常简单的。お疲れみんな。哦。星空女星女さん Hello 安安我今天刚刚完了哦，刚刚在工作，辛苦了お疲れみんなNice actually. Yeah, I hope you guys learned something. So this is like a simple method. If you guys want to show me your works, you can always put it into the Blender 3D modeling in the Discord, or you can tag me on Twitter or Facebook as well. Otsukare minna, arigato! Thank you for coming today. I hope you all had fun. I really enjoy 3D modeling, so I hope I can share this type of joy with everybody. Then everyone can create something. It is amazing. Hai, kalau nak cetak ni macam mana? Itu question yang baik. Kalau nak cetak, boleh tau. Tapi kalau saya nak cetak yang ni, saya akan buat sikit separation. Tangan akan boleh ambil keluar, kaki boleh ambil keluar. Tapi itu memang complicated sikit-sikit. So, lepas kamu orang boleh buat modeling basic, then kami akan cakap tentang kalau nak cetak robot ni, perlu macam mana. To be continued. So, that's pretty much it. Thank you for... oh my gosh. deep breath. Thank you for coming to Yui 3D Modeling Live. First episode. I hope you guys had a great time, had fun, learned lots, and then I will see you in the next episode. Yay! Jadi macam IKEA, mesti rakit dulu. Itu saya akan explain dalam 3D course explanation. Kerana untuk pencetakan, dia tengok printer jenis mana satu. So there's different type of 3D printer as well. So it uses different logic. So when we do the 3D model, we want to think about what is the best way the printer would print and the nicest thing. And then so that when you use it later on, it's the easiest. So that's what we need to think about. Yeah, just a little bit heads up. So, minna otsukare, arigato minna. Bye bye. Matahana, have a great day. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys next session. Yeah. Bye 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 bye.我刚看到 Black Cat 的，现在是可以弄 Gunpla 类型的 robot 了，可以，其实超可以的。我上次也是有弄，只是很花时间。加油加油！我也想要做，我想要做 Gunpla accessory。其实 OK， 拜拜。本当のbye byeです。bye bye, matahana. Semua orang juga rehat bye-bye. Dah pukul 10 ni. Kalau nak makan, pergi makan. Saya pun nak makan.